I'm competing against 1,000 pilots in the world's largest Tinywhoop competition. 4 failures and you're out. It's called the International Gamer Whoop and it's hosted by this guy called Dan. For each challenge, he makes a video outlining the requirements, and you go attempt the challenge and submit your video to be scored by the judges. If you fail any challenge, you get a letter. 4 letters and you're no longer in the competition. Welcome to challenge 1. Now this first challenge is pretty simple. You just have to orbit something. So what a better way than steal my sister's harp and bring it up to this massive hill. The wind makes this really cool noise. Droid-wise, I'm just going to use my Air 65 Champion. It was broken before, but it's fixed now. And here we go. Right. 2, 3. That was not great. The wind is really bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, that way all good. Let's do this way again just to be double sure. I guess that's it. Right now we just gotta edit it, upload it to the challenge website, and that'll be challenge 1 complete. A quick edit, it only took 37 minutes.
So we got Caleb. Oh, he can play the piano, the violin, the guitar, and the ukulele, but not the giant harp? Wait. Is this harp a thing that's just out there? Yeah, right? He didn't bring this harp. Very nice. Okay, Cub FPV. Cool heart or harp.
The scoring goes from 0 to 12. 0 being no video submitted at all, 6 is bare minimum pass, and 12 being the single best video of everyone. For challenge 1, my submission was given an 8, a high effort pass. Right. I should have done these one by one. It just fits. That's crazy. So challenge 2 is a little bit more complicated. You not only have to build a triple gate stack to very specific dimensions, but do a limbo loop and then a perfect power loop all in one clip. Then a Maddie shuffle and an actual Maddie flip all in a second clip. How do we go from doing orbits in challenge 1 to Maddie flips in challenge 2? Spent half an hour getting used to the gates and practicing my power loops and Maddie flips. Kinda. After the weekend, I set it up inside. Just getting the backwards and forwards through the correct gates took some practice, which is kinda embarrassing. But anyway, 2 hours later, it was looking like I might be able to nail this challenge. Well, the power loop part, that is. As expected, the Maddie flips were the biggest pain ever, and were kinda hit and miss. Basically, send it towards the ground and hopefully pull out at the right time. Yeah, my drone really disliked that. Hasn't been flying right since. Fortunately, the Maddie flip didn't have to be in the same clip as the power loop, which I got decently nailed. And even though my Maddie flips are looking less consistent than my ability to post YouTube videos sometime, I did manage to get some decent clips.
At least to gain an advantage. You could have multiple view,
makes sense.
But
yeah, no, I was just looking at this guy. Yeah, he's got multiple views.
I'm gonna watch the main view this time. Ooh, someone playing a harp?
Oh, ground tab. What's that? Oh wait, maybe that was.
In the main one?
No, I was watching.
Oh. Alright, main one was a pass, so.
My submission was given an 8. I'm gonna use these goggles again because it's just a bit more convenient than dragging the DJI Goggles V2 out here. And again, I'm using the Air 75. This is definitely going to be my workhorse for like most of IGOW. So challenge 3 is, shocker, not easy. Ever heard of a trippy spin? Probably the most baffling trick for FPV outsiders to comprehend, even for most FPV pilots for that matter. This is one of those tricks that everybody wants to learn, but never end up actually doing it. So whenever I was flying this sim, I just try and randomly get it. One day I just got it. Yeah, I just got it, guys. and slowly got better at it. So this should be pretty easy, huh? Oh, you thought that trippy spinning a 5-inch round a 500-foot tower in the sim meant you can now trippy a tiny whoop around this sad sack of a tree with like branches 3 feet away? Oh brother, maybe try harder. Oh, and you thought you only had to do 1 or 2 rotations in one direction? Just let me explain the rules, okay? All in one clip, you gotta do at least 2 full trippy spins in one direction, do a trippy switch, then 2 more full trippy spins, then another trippy switch to finish off with another 2 full trippy spins in the original direction. On top of that, they've set pretty strict rules on the definition of a trippy spin and trippy switch. The object you're using cannot go beyond the corner of the camera feed during a trippy, and it mustn't go beyond 90 degrees to the side during a switch. This one's gonna be tough, not gonna lie. This battery is basically flat. Oh yeah, this thing's gonna be hard. It's kind of foggy, but I kind of need to get this done. There's enough space. Yeah, there's enough space. I just gotta not hit those wires. Yeah, this is not gonna be easy. But hey, it's still nice. Oh, come on. Keep crashing. Last night I got a really good sim session in and it's definitely paid off this morning. So yeah, my trippies have improved so much, as well as being able to actually do the switch. I think I need to go check. I might be back out here in like 20. I reviewed the footage and I definitely have one safe clip, but I just feel like it's leaving points on the table and I know I can do better. And the fog is all gone, it's all sunny now, so it should look better as well.
All right, next up is Cov FPV. He said tough but doable.
This could be the way.
Yeah, you're looking good. Locked. Oh. Great switch. Another great switch. Very nice. Cub FPV?
Yeah, that's it.
That was definitely it, Cub.
Challenge 3 just got scored. I got a 9.5. So if the first 2 challenges getting 8 points each, that brings me up to 25.5 points, which puts me number 56 in total standings of the whole thing.
We have now had back-to-back challenges that were quite difficult. IGOW and flying whoops in general is supposed to be fun, and accordingly, in past seasons of IGOW, I have always tried to mix in a few fun challenges to give the pilots a little break. With only 12 challenges in the regular season and over 2,300 players to knock out here in Season 5, there won't be much time for breaks, and the challenge difficulty will have to continue to ramp up. However, there's always room for fun stuff like my favorite IGOW challenge, building dives. The best thing I can come up with is those pine trees behind me. I'm definitely not going to get a high score on this one. It's so unremarkable. So challenge 4 is very lax in the definition of a building dive, but the long line of trees coupled with the wind just looked really bad.
Where are you? Are you going up?
It's too windy to even do anything properly. Okay, I am so not happy with that. It's windy, the trees, there's just like a whole heap of them, so you're diving like a whole line of trees. The next day was less wind. I went and tried this mostly open tree, which worked way better than the pine trees. Partially happy with that. There's the tree.
Right, I missed the beginning. Little B-roll, got the stick cam. Oh, is he another? No. I thought he was flying the same mode as Fire Blast. He's flying mode 1. Rainbow too. Tree.
And it was a happy little tree that lives right
Nice little gap through the tree. Bird. Ooh, all spun all the way to the bottom. That was solid. Really getting up in that tree. Nice. Nice work, Cub.
It's obviously still not as cool as a building dive, but I somehow ended up with a score of 9.25. Legit got a consideration for top video diving a tree.
That's it for challenge 4. See you at challenge 5.
Now that we've had an easy challenge, IGOW only gets harder from now on. Challenge 5 is called the Half Matty Pendulum. Honestly sounds kind of difficult. Your video submission must be in 2 parts. First with a large object like a tree branch or archway, then with an IGOW approved doorway gate which is way smaller. So for part 1 you got to do at least 3 half matties without stopping, and each roll must be in the opposite direction. Then a full roll with the object in your FPV view. For part 2 you build a doorway gate the size of 2 IGOW gates but without the middle bar. Or you could even put tape across a literal doorway to meet the required dimensions. You start with a split yaw through the gate into 2 half matties rolling in opposite directions. Then again a roll to finish off. Now I didn't vlog this challenge at all because I hardly had any time to pull this off and was basically flat out and simply surviving.
Hey, we're getting somewhere. I mean, sort of.
The first part with any size object isn't actually too hard, and I had the first and second half matties by the end of my second battery.
Oh, come on. That was actually pretty close. Oh, come on. No!
And on the third battery, I did this. I ended up doing another 4 packs with some improvement. But the real challenge was with the smaller gate. I used a full 18 batteries on this part, more than any other challenge I attempted in IGOW. The first day, the gate was on the lawn, which was slightly wet and made my whoop very dirty. Sure, the ceiling height was unlimited, but that didn't actually help much for this challenge. I kept slamming it into the ground and absolutely hammering my Tinywhoop. I even cracked a meteor frame, which if you have one, you know how thick they are. That evening I had a massive sim session in Velocidrome, which helped heaps for the next day when I put the gate back on the veranda. I still had no clue with split S yaw spins, but the half matties were actually taking shape. And after 18 packs and 999 plus crashes, IDK how I did it, LOL.
18 packs and 999 crashes. The last couple ones I've been impressed by Cub's execution. Alright. Nice. Nice. Very nice. 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 Look good. I could just watch his sticks to see if he goes opposite directions. You can see a little bit, but his aren't that floaty, so I think on these first ones he gives a little bit more of a blip when he approaches and then cuts. Yeah. Good job there, Cub.
Obviously, there was nothing spectacular about this run, but it was still a pass, and I got another 8 for high effort. Challenge 6, and I'm officially cooked. Even Dan the organizer can't do this challenge. So to properly explain it, here's an example that passed the requirements. There's 5 tricks you have to do through this cube thingy. A cube eject, a backflip, a roll, a backflip and roll in the other direction, and finally a ceiling tap. And the kicker is that you gotta do everything in one single clip, which means nailing all 5 of these tricks in a row.
Okay, see this? So for challenge 6, you need to create a cube gate, kinda like this. and it just kind of goes all the way around in like a cube shape. Easiest way to do that is to have a three-way. The problem is I only have 90s and T's. I need a elbow, but then goes down. So what I've been thinking, if you've got two square gates like this, oh dear, stuff keeps falling off. Put like this, and then just zip tie it together, and then you got a cube gate.
I love how creative you've been with what resources you have.
By this point in IGOW, my Meteor 75 Pro had some vibration issues and wasn't flying as efficiently, meaning it simply wasn't as locked in and seemed underpowered, resulting in a lot of ground taps. It also had this weird issue where it would spiral out of control, often after doing a flip or something. My Air 75 wasn't perfect either, but much more usable. So obviously the way to practice this is each trick individually. For the first few packs, the biggest problem was just constantly hitting the corners of the cube. Like, constantly. And even the simple tricks like the eject and backflip just weren't coming together very smoothly. And of course the rolls were a lost cause. Oh, and the ceiling tap. Let's just not think about that, okay? However, after just 4 packs, I occasionally got some runs like this. A mid-cube eject, then a good backflip, a nearly good backflip to roll if it weren't for the ground tap, and then a ceiling tap attempt that accurately represents what most of these flights looked like.
Whoa, that was a tight one.
Oh, went out the side of that one. Here's the closest you got. Let's see it. Nice. Nice and floaty. Definitely got the like eject feel. Backflip clean. Okay, cut to the roll one. Oh, that was a little one. A little guy. Nice. How'd the rolls go? Oh, backflip with the roll, little tap. Ooh. Farewell, but not goodbye. What was the meme? Last day of clean slate. I'm invincible now. Nice, okay. Another slate. Broken. For Cub. Of course, only his first letter.
So obviously, I failed this challenge. But you still get points even if you fail, and I scored between a mid and high effort fail, which got me 2.5 points. Now, challenge 7. This is quite far into IGOW, and by now, this whole thing feels way over my head. At first glance, this challenge doesn't appear overly technical. You do 12 freestyle tricks in a single clip rip, and you get to choose 8 of those yourself, leaving only 4 specifically required tricks. The first 2 are a combo of split S to Immelman, or vice versa. Split S is self-explanatory, and an Immelman is basically a half power loop with a half roll at the end. The third mandatory trick is a power switch, like this. And finally, you also have to do a Rubik's Cube through an IGOW spec gate. And the Rubik's Cube must be 25 seconds or later into the video. That way you can't just start your run from when you finally manage to pull off a Rubik's Cube. Yeah, this is definitely designed to knock as many of us out as possible. I pulled out a notebook and decided on what 12 tricks I'd attempt, with as many easier tricks as possible, like the cradle, fanny roll, and inverted yaw spin that I knew I could somewhat reliably pull off, while the others, I could barely do them on their own. I did get a few clips of max 4 or 5 tricks in a row, but nothing close to the required 12. And I didn't even get a Rubik's Cube through the gate, even on its own. Just some measly practice ones in the open air. I didn't submit it, but here is my best attempt. It's not the prettiest run, but on paper, it has the most tricks. It was a little disappointing not ending IGOW on a high note, but once everything was said and done, I actually finished up in the top 100, position 65 to be exact, putting my name on line 6-7 of the Google spreadsheet. That's pretty solid. Honestly, I'm pretty stoked with that. Not to mention my Tinywhoop skills absolutely exploded during this challenge. Like, it legit forced me to learn how to trippy indefinitely and do matty flips. If that's not success, then I don't know what is. But anyway, that was so much fun, and I'm definitely doing this again next year. See you in IGOW Season 6, coming to a whoop near you in 2026. Thanks for watching.